Another day, another story. Powered by the NVIDIA Blackwell RTX architecture, GeForce RTX 50 series graphics cards and GeForce RTX 50 series laptops accelerate frame rates by up to 8x using NVIDIA DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation. Reduce latency by up to 75% using NVIDIA Reflex 2, enable next-level graphical fidelity for gamers and creators with NVIDIA RTX neural shaders, and much more. GeForce RTX 50 series GPUs and laptops deliver game-changing performance, power transformative AI experiences, and enable creators to complete workflows in record time. Rewatch the NVIDIA keynote by NVIDIA CEO, Jensen Huang, below, and read on for all of the details. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. Neural rendering is the next era of computer graphics. Neural rendering is the next era of computer graphics. By integrating neural networks into the rendering process, we can take dramatic leaps forward in performance, image quality, and interactivity to deliver new levels of immersion. The very first example of neural rendering was DLSS. We used lower resolution rendered frames as an input to a neural network, which was trained to output a full resolution frame. DLSS has since evolved to the point where it can generate entire frames and understand the composition of a scene, including shadows, reflections, and occlusion, to generate images that are better than native rendering. With the invention of DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation, working in unison with the complete suite of DLSS technologies, we can multiply frame rates by up to 8x over traditional brute force rendering and provide image quality that is better than native rendering. But DLSS is just the beginning. We've integrated neural networks inside of programmable shaders to create neural shaders. RTX neural shaders will drive the next decade of graphics innovations. They can be used to compress textures by up to 7x, saving massive amounts of graphics memory. And be used to create cinematic quality textures, and even more advanced lighting effects in games. RTX Neural Faces offers an innovative, new approach to improve face quality using generative AI. Instead of traditional rendering, Neural Faces takes a simple rasterized face plus 3D pose data as input and uses a real-time generative AI model to infer a more natural face. The power of neural rendering with DLSS 4 can be seen in our new Zora Tech demo. NVIDIA Blackwell Architecture Innovations. The NVIDIA RTX Blackwell architecture has been built and optimized for neural rendering. It has a massive amount of processing power, with new engines and features specifically designed to accelerate the next generation of neural rendering. With up to 92 billion transistors, Blackwell is the most powerful consumer GPU ever created. The Blackwell Streaming Multiprocessor (SM) has been updated with more processing throughput, and a tighter integration with the tensor cores in order to optimize the performance of neural shaders. Blackwell is enhanced by several hardware and software innovations to improve shader execution reordering. The reorder logic is twice as efficient, increasing the speed and precision of reordering, which accelerates the performance of neural shaders. New Blackwell tensor cores have been built with a massive amount of AI processing horsepower, and support accelerated processing of FP4 precision models. With FP4, Blackwell tensor cores can not only process models faster, but can do so while using less graphics memory. To help support the frame pacing requirements of next-generation DLSS multi-frame generation, the Blackwell architecture was built with enhanced hardware flip metering capabilities to provide the speed and accuracy required for a smooth, high-quality experience. Blackwell also features brand new RT cores designed to ray trace massive amounts of detailed geometry. The RT cores have 2x the ray triangle intersection rate of the previous generation, and enhanced compression designed to reduce memory footprint. This allows Blackwell GPUs to ray trace levels of geometry that were never before possible. Blackwell has also been enhanced with PCIe Gen 5 and DisplayPort 2.1 BUHBR20, driving displays up to 8K 165Hz. For GeForce RTX 50 series laptops, new Max-Q technologies such as advanced power gating, low latency sleep, and accelerated frequency switching increases battery life by up to 40% compared to the previous generation. And in order to feed all this processing power, Blackwell is equipped with the world's fastest memory GDDR7 with speeds up to 30 gigabits per second. With G7 memory, Blackwell GPUs can deliver up to 1.8 terabytes per second of memory bandwidth. GeForce RTX 50 series graphics cards on January 30th, the GeForce RTX 5090 and GeForce RTX 5080 arrive on store shelves. The GeForce RTX 5070 Ti and GeForce RTX 5070 will be available starting in February. Limited NVIDIA Founders Edition models of the GeForce RTX 5090, GeForce RTX 5080, and GeForce RTX 5070 graphics cards will be available worldwide. And stock clocked and factory overclocked variants of all 4 GPUs will be available from top add-in card providers such as ASUS, Colorful, Gainward, Galax, Gigabyte, INNO3D, KFA2, MSI, Palette, PNY and Zotac. And in desktops from system builders, including Falcon Northwest, Maingear, Origin PC, and more. GeForce RTX 5090 to 2x faster than the GeForce RTX 4090 thanks to the Blackwell architecture's innovations and DLSS 4. The GeForce RTX 5090 outperforms the GeForce RTX 4090 by 2x. Blackwell Max-Q boosts battery life. Blackwell Max-Q is designed from the ground up for efficiency, delivering a massive leap in performance and battery life. There are a number of Max-Q innovations in the Blackwell architecture that combine to make this possible. Advanced power gating technologies greatly reduce power by rapidly toggling unused parts of the GPU. Blackwell has significantly faster low power states. Low latency sleep allows the GPU to go to sleep more often, saving power even when the GPU is being used. This reduces power for gaming, small language models, SLMs, and other creator and AI workloads on battery. Accelerated frequency switching boosts performance by adaptively optimizing clocks to each unique workload at microsecond level speeds. Voltage-optimized GDDR7 tunes graphics memory for optimal power efficiency with ultra-low voltage states, delivering a massive jump in performance compared to last generation's GDDR6 VRAM. Altogether, battery life is boosted by up to 40% compared to previous generation GeForce RTX laptops. NVIDIA Reflex 2 with new frame warp technology reduces latency in games by up to 75% in competitive games. A few milliseconds of input lag can mean the difference between victory and defeat. In 2020, we released NVIDIA Reflex, an innovative technology that reduces PC latency in top competitive games by an average of 50%. NVIDIA Reflex accomplishes this by synchronizing CPU and GPU work, so player actions are reflected in-game quicker, giving gamers a competitive edge in multiplayer games, and making single-player titles more responsive. At CES 2025, we're unveiling NVIDIA Reflex 2, which can reduce PC latency by up to 75%. Reflex 2 combines Reflex low latency mode with a new frame warp technology, further reducing latency by updating the rendered game frame based on the latest mouse input right before it is sent to the display. GeForce RTX 50 series laptops available starting in March. GeForce RTX 5090, GeForce RTX 5080, and GeForce RTX 5070 Ti laptops will be available starting in March, followed by GeForce RTX 5070 laptops in April. There will be designs from the world's top manufacturers, including Acer, ASUS, Dell, Gigabyte, HP, Lenovo, MECHREVO, MSI, and Razer. Stay tuned to their websites for further details about the GeForce RTX 50 series laptops they're creating. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.